here today at Vince Street, and many years ago in 2015, I think, the Housing Trust Fund invested money to help remodel this house. And we were very excited at that time because it provided an opportunity for veterans to have a home. And I understand that you used to live here. And so tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I went through a series of housing challenges, as it were. Mm-hmm. And somebody had told me about this place, and I went, sounds like a, winner, chicken dinner kind of thing. And I said, find out more information and see if I'm eligible. And they said, are you a veteran? I said, well, yeah, I was in the Navy. Oh, then you're qualified.
So, Bill, you mentioned when you were 13, you moved to Ventura County, which became your long-term home. Did you go to school locally here in the area?
I did. I moved to Ventura, and I went to, first of all, Cabrillo Junior High School.
Oh, my goodness, just down the street.
Just down the street. In fact, when I was in the 9th grade, you'll never guess who was in the 7th grade.
Who?
Kevin Costner.
Oh, my goodness.
And he went on to attend Buena High School. I went on to Ventura High, and then eventually I landed up in Ventura College.
Oh, that's great. So you are a local boy.
Local boy.
Yeah. And then you found yourself in a difficult spot. May I ask, were you living on the streets, or had you been kind of couch hopping?
And I had just over 3.5 years ago, or almost 3.5, a heart and a kidney transplant.
Wow. And look at you today.
And, I'm so grateful for that. But the housing was a problem. I lived with my daughter during the time after the procedure. Mm-hmm. And at about the end of 2 years, she said, Dad, I love you, but need to think about moving on, which I've been trying to do, but nothing. So I lived in motel rooms as I could afford it. And yes, sometimes in the back of my car. Mm-hmm. And when I no longer had access to a vehicle, there were a couple of nights that, yes.
Yeah.
That was really difficult.
Yeah. What does it mean to you now to know that you have a home for your golden years?
I have more years behind me than I do in front of me. I get that. So to have a place where I can hang my hat in my senior years is...
In the community that you love.
Exactly.
In the community here in
golden.
Ventura.
It's golden.
Yeah.
And to boot, I've got a daughter and her 2 girls that live here. Well, I got one of her girls is out of state, but she's got her 2 girls. I got my youngest son and his family over in Oxnard.
Perfect.
My 2 oldest boys live out of state, but that's...
So you get to be grandpa.
I get to be grandpa,
by.
yeah.
That's great. That's great.
And Grandpa Bill is very delighted about that.
Oh, well.
Our military veterans need your support more than ever before. Mm-hmm. Housing not only is costly, but there is a shortage.
Yes.
And we need people off the streets. Our veterans gave their lives. They put their lives on the line for you and for me. And they need your help like never before.